This is the first time this game has crashed. Something I want to point out, by the way, something that I really like about how this game looks. It really does look a little like miniatures, doesn't it? Get out of here, sir. Surprisingly, we're gonna upgrade the Boltgun for a fairly narrow purpose, and that's that we're gonna get some decent Boltgun ammo on this level. And the Boltgun is going to carry my ass. It doesn't crash again. The game has mostly been stable, so no complaints so far. There shouldn't be too much here worth scavenging. Maybe some hit points and stuff. There are 2 secrets you can get immediately as you enter the elevator. But first, there are a few lesser goobers worth defeating. I thought that looked like a plasma guy. Like, everything kind of looks like it's a photorealistic, but not like Doom does it. That's what I'll give it. It doesn't look like Doom. Doom just looks more digitized, like too much quality is lost, so it just looks like, you know, like it's computer graphics. Except maybe the Spider Mastermind, that's probably, and the Arachnon are kind of the ones that cling to it the most, but that mostly has to do with how their legs look. This game, I think a lot of things, even the guns, look like it, and part of that is that every angle has that plasticky stretch, you know. That sense of, like, the paint doesn't properly cling to the edges and all. And all the little... I know it's ambient occlusion in terms of, like, lighting, but, like, look at the gun's special ammo case and how it, like... That looks like someone painted into there, and all the paint got bundled up. I don't know. It's just a vibe I get, now that I'm actually looking at it. No! Stop that! Why is that automatic? Anyway, there are 2 secrets located in these special rooms. Boltguns for the red, we get damage up for yellow, which is the last key. And you get a cog for purple. You want to know what those are because you're going to need them. You're especially going to want the damage up. It's pretty much mandatory because once you push the yellow key, a big boss guy spawns, and he spawns in that location. He's pretty unfortunately placed for it in terms of keeping things easy. I mean, you can move around a lot. There's a lot of space. This is an arena with a lot of working space. But you get the point. Now, the big problem is there's a lot of dudes, and they spawn all over the place, and they will eventually converge on your location, and when they start converging is usually about the time where they start to get... where things get a little hairy. They get pretty dang hairy, too. Dang good. Oh, I'm shooting with my PP! Help! There's a good reason to upgrade the heavy bolter, because keeping the mobility is something the bolter does not do normally. Man, I just realized that if you play this, if you were to build this level in Doom, man, would it just not work. Ah, shit, I forgot to pick up the Boltgun. Oh, frick, I forgot the other one. There are a lot of goodies around the place. Don't stand on these gears with the elevator's moving, because, you know, you'll get crushed. Which is a tiny detail, but I like that they bothered. I think it's over here, because this looks like that. Yeah, this is it. Cool ammo box. Important to remember that the ammo box makes the Boltgun, which is already like an ammo guzzler, give it a little extra oomph. Personally, I think that real Marines would never shoot one bullet. They would shoot one bullet and go, just one more. Oh shit. Like, they really look like miniatures, and I like that a lot. And I don't mean like Doom, again, with the statuettes. I mean like they look like someone just bought some Warhammer 40k mod, like little dudes, and they just took little pictures of them. And it looks great. I just love it. Now that I noticed that, I'm like, that's great. Ah, shit, I forgot where the purple area is now. Good job, me. Good job. Now hold on. Sir, I'm trying to hold on until I feel click. What makes you think that I'm gonna let you go? So many extra dudes. I mean, I could just leave, but that's not very Marine of me, is it? Is it spawning in more dudes? Because I... Oh my god, dude. I am sick and tired. Who is spawning you in? Alright. Who? I don't think there's anything heavier than a dude in here, so... I'll be honest, the concept of the bolter has kind of grown on me. Like, the ridiculous idea of making a gun with this massive a bullet that explode on impact. Like oh, on one side it makes sense. That was a lot of coyote time I just got for free. The frog jumped to its death, didn't it? Man, they had to break a miniature for that. Is it worth it? How could it be? Look at that gun. Look at that stupid little skull that they glued onto the side of it. Yeah, grenades aren't something that I'm gonna use a lot. Like, I know I'll get a lot of them, but I don't know if it's worth it. We're gonna upgrade the Boltgun in like a few seconds. We don't need it quite yet, but we do want it because it makes the final big guy. I mean, I guess you could go for this. I also noticed that it pulls enemies around. I mean, it's a gravity gun, of course it would. I guess the Caliver would be a good upgrade too, but we're using the Boltgun on a bunch of people, so might as well get it upgraded instead. And hey, I want to show off all the upgrades, so might as well, really. The thing that you might notice is that it spawns in a lot of goobers. It is not spawning in just the big guys. It's spawning in a whole bunch of mooks. And I will say, it keeps the fights nice and fresh. They're not goobers like they are in Doom, where the hit scan and basics are kind of annoying to deal with en masse. So I like kudos for making goobers that I'm okay fighting in large quantities. Downside is they are spawning some of the tougher goobers. The shotgun upgrade is fundamentally useless in this because there are very few surfaces to ricochet off of, very few corners to truly exploit with that. you're getting very little bang for your buck. I mean, I guess you're getting a very strong... Yeah, slowdown is to be expected in this one. There are very few times where you're not going to be slowed down, because it is massive, even without the recording software going. This area, pushing it. Very much pushing it. Dude, stop shooting your friend, man. I mean, I don't like that guy, but hey. But see, I know what I'm doing. There are quite a few of those. Also, another good reason you might want to consider getting the heavy bolter taken care of, because while they are, it's not a good gun against most guys in the room. The rare few times where that pays off dividends, man. It pays off dividends. Heck no. Let me show you how good this is. That's what I call crossing a threshold, baby. We still don't have a plasma gun, which is shameful. Shameful the game expects you to live this long without it, because it would have been great for this area. You might notice that all the plasma would get our drops, because the game isn't expecting us to actually have one. Remember to stay aware, because again, they will spawn up and down and left and right. Don't be afraid to use the melter gun. There's ammo around the place. I don't know if any of it respawns, but there's ammo. Like, you're not going to run out. Don't worry about it. Where is the yellow zone? Who's that? You get over here, man. This is the main reason why I really want to upgrade the melter gun. Yes. The area upcoming has a bunch of big guys. Gravity gun is also decent. Do I want to use this? I think I'll go for the normal one. Smooth move, X-Lax! The game is kind enough to give you some pretty good pickups for your troubles. I love that it thinks that you're still going to use the bolt gun for this fight. Like, you don't need bolt gun refreshers, man. You don't. You're not what you need. Yoink. Yeah, thanks, buddy. This time no one spawned in. But you want to remember, in like 15 seconds, a whole bunch of bad stuff's going to happen now. The boss they're going to spawn is the big, great defile boy. The big, stinky one. Now, the problem with Big Stinky is he spawns in a bunch of dudes. It's kind of why the gravity gun is nice, but we're just going to throw a gravity grenade at him, and we're just going to melt him. After we pick up the upgrade over there... There? There. It's a waste. I mean, as is all this. Why am I walking around like this? Dude. Anyway, that's the biggest boy that spawns in the whole fight. So once he's gone, you're home free. Not. This fight's only just gotten started. I don't know what you thought that I was going to say, oh, you were done. Nope. No, 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 no. He is the entree of the fight. Gosh, I kind of like it when things move at a dipshit frame rate. Oof, this area, man. Just not optimized for what it's trying to do. You're free to give an occasional spritz if you feel like you need it. Just don't forget these. The game is still throwing champions at you. I forget those guys can teleport. Why? Because screw you, that's why. Like, I know I'm not doing it much myself, but just this ammo all over the place, right? Like, you've probably not touched on everything. That's neat. Someone's wearing his big stompy boots. Like I said, there is a reason you can justify. You can totally justify saying, you know, I want to upgrade the Volkite or go for the Vengeance launcher because there's so many dudes. Of course, like getting a little AOE would be better. Like, it's up to you. Just the shotgun ain't worth it. The Boltgun, maybe. The extra endurance can give it a lot of firepower. And since the Boltgun's in a nice place, the extra strength on top, it can do what it needs to. I don't know if I'd go for it, but I can see the utility. God dang it, I want to throw him off a ledge. The extra strength on the Boltgun. Oh, there's more plague toads. Get out of my house! I'm not gonna complain about no one uses the bolt gun. There's not enough weenies, and there's a whole bunch of times use the bolt gun. By the way, I don't know how smart the frogs are. Highly possible that they spend all their lives jumping off of cliffs to their doom. That was like one little baby man, just hanging around, I guess. He's a little baby man, itty bitty baby man. These giblets ain't so cheap. My brother in Christ, not that deep. I think that's it. We're free to go. I forgot where the exit is. That's purple. Hello? Can I get a map? Hello? Is there like something behind here? Huh. I think this is yellow, right? Da-da-da. By the way, if you're dumb like me, you might just spend some time looking around the elevator for the keys. The keys are not in the elevator, and I hate that. Like, if you aren't paying attention, you could totally miss it's actually an elevator, and you've ended up on a new floor. And I spent so, and then I looked up the guide because I'm like, oh, it's an elevator. Oh, that's why I can't fight, because it's on. Good luck getting 100% kills on that one, by the way. It's a messy level. That'll be all I'm gonna record for today. Oh yeah, the plasma guns are like right over there. That'll be for later. Look at that. It's my boy. Look at what they did. They put you so far in the level.